Hi, I'm appointed Miss Ullman. My name is Jack Torrance.
Her office is the first door on the left. I'll show you.
Thank you.
Miss Ullman, this is Jack Torrance.
Come on in, Jack. It's very nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Just make yourself at home. Would you like some coffee?
Yes, thanks.
Betty, can we get 3 coffees, please? I'd like you to join us.
No problem.
Mom, do you really want to go and live in a hotel for the winter?
Sure I do. It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
What about Tony? He's looking forward to the hotel, I bet.
No, I ain't, Miss Turns.
Now come on, Tony. Don't be silly.
I don't want to go there, Miss Turns.
How come you don't want to go?
I just don't.
Did they give you any idea in Denver about what the job entails?
Only in a very general way.
The job consists mainly of running the boiler, heating different parts of the hotel on a daily rotating basis, repairing damage as it occurs.
That sounds fine to me.
Physically, it's not a very demanding job. The only thing that can get a bit tiring up here during the winter is a tremendous sense of isolation.
That just happens to be exactly what I'm looking for. I'm outlining a new writing project. 5 months of peace and quiet is just what I need.
That's very good, Jack.
How about your wife and son? How will they take to it?
Oh, they'll love it.
I don't suppose they told you in Denver about the tragedy we had up here in the winter of 1970.
I don't believe they did.
The winter caretaker, Charles Grady, had some kind of complete mental breakdown. He ran amok. He murdered his wife and 2 daughters with an axe, stacked them in the west wing, and then he put both barrels of a shotgun in his mouth. The police thought it was what the old-timers used to call cabin fever, a type of claustrophobic reaction that can occur when people are shut away together for long periods of time.
That is quite a story.
Certainly is. Obviously, it can put people off, staying in a place where something like that happened.
It doesn't put me off at all. I can assure you, nothing like that will happen to me.
Good morning. I hope you haven't been waiting too long.
No problem, we had time to get a bite to eat.
Good, I'm glad you made it before they shut down the kitchen. In view of all we have to cover today, I suggest we take a quick look at your apartment and then get started. Betty, will you please have the Torrance's things brought to their apartment?
Sure thing, Miss Ullman.
This is our Colorado lounge. Dick, come on over and say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Torrance. This is Dick Halloran, our head chef.
Mr. Halloran, I'm Jack Torrance, and this is my wife Wendy.
Glad to meet you.
Delighted to meet you both.
The Torrances take care of the overlook this winter.
That's just great. How do you folks like our hotel so far?
It's just wonderful.
Dick, would you mind showing Mrs. Torrance the kitchen while I continue on with Jack?
It would be my pleasure. Right this way. One thing for sure, you don't have to worry about food. You could eat here for a year and never have the same menu twice. What's your favourite food, Doc?
French fries and ketchup.
I think we can manage that, Doc. Come along.
Mr. Halloran, how do you know we call him Doc?
I beg your pardon?
You called Danny Doc twice just now.
I did.
We call him Doc sometimes, like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons. But how did you know?
I guess I heard you call him that.
It's possible, but I don't remember calling him that since I've been with you.
Anyway, he looks like a doc, doesn't he? What's up, Doc? Now, this is our storeroom. We got canned fruits and vegetables, canned fish and meats, hot and cold cereals. How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Oatmeal, every kind of cereal.
How are we getting on?
Fine.
Can we borrow Mrs. Torrance for a minute? We're just heading to the basement. Promise we won't keep her long.
No problem. I was just getting to the ice cream. Would you like some ice cream, Doc?
Yeah.
I thought so. You don't mind if I give Danny some ice cream while we're waiting?
Not at all. We don't mind.
Come on, son. Do you know how I knew your name was Doc? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? I can remember when I was a little boy, my grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without opening our mouths. She called it shining. And for a long time, I thought it was just the two of us that had the shine to us. How long have you been able to do it? Why don't you want to talk about it?
I'm not supposed to.
Who says you're not supposed to?
Tony.
Who's Tony?
Tony's the little boy that lives in my mouth.
Is Tony the one who tells you things?
Yes.
How does he tell you things?
It's like I go to sleep and he shows me things. But when I wake up, I can't remember everything.
Does your mom and dad know about Tony? Do they know he tells you things?
Tony told me never to tell them.
Has Tony ever told you anything about this place? About the Overlook Hotel?
I don't know.
Now think real hard, Doc. Think.
Is there something bad here?
You know, Doc, when something happens, it can leave a trace of itself behind.
What about room 237? You're scared of room 237, aren't you?
No, I ain't.
Mr. Hannon, what's in room 237?
Nothing. There's nothing in room 237. But you've got no business going in there anyway. So stay out. Understand? Stay out.
Hi, hon. How's it going?
Fine.
You get a lot rent today? The weather forecast said it's going to snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it? Wendy, let me explain something to you. When you come in here and interrupt, you break my concentration. And it takes me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Fine.
We're making a new rule. Whenever I'm in here and you hear me typing, or whatever the fuck you hear me doing, when I am in here, I am working. That means you stay out. Do you think you can handle that?
Fine.
So we're going to start right now and get the fuck out of here.
This is KDK12 calling KDK1. KDK12 to KDK1.
This is KDK1. We're receiving you. Over.
Hi. This is Wendy Torrance at the Overlook Hotel. Over.
How you folks getting on up there? Over.
We're just fine. But our telephones aren't doing too well. Are the lines down by any chance? Over.
Yes, quite a few are down due to the storm. Over.
Any chance of them being repaired soon? Over.
Wouldn't like to say. Most winters they stay that way until spring. Over.
Wow. This storm is really something, isn't it? Over.
It's one of the worst we've had for years. If you folks have any problems up there, just give us a call. And, Mrs. Torrance, it might be a good idea if you leave your radio on all the time. Over.
Hello, Danny. Come and play with us. Come and play with us, Danny. Forever. And ever. And ever.
Tony, I'm scared. Remember what Mr. Hanlon said? It's just like pictures in a book, Danny. It isn't real.
Ah! 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 What happened?
Honey, what's wrong?
I just had the most terrible dream. I dreamt that I killed you and Danny, but I didn't just kill you. I chopped you up into little pieces. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind.
Everything's gonna be okay. Danny, go play in your room for a while. Everything's okay, your dad just has a headache. Danny, mind what I say. Go play in your room. You did this to him, didn't you? You son of a bitch, you did this to him, didn't you? How could you? How could you?
Hi, Lloyd. Little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance. What will it be?
Bottle of bourbon, glass, and a little ice. You always are the best of them, Lloyd. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine. Or Portland, Oregon, for that matter.
Why, thank you for saying so. How are things going, Mr. Torrance?
Things could be better.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious.
Oh, just a little problem with the sperm bank upstairs.
Women, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. No charge to you, Mr. Torrance.
No charge?
Your money's no good here. Orders from the house.
Orders from the house.
Drink up, Mr. Torrance.
See, I'm the kind of guy who likes to know who's paying for his drinks.
Well, it's not a matter that concerns you. At least not at this point.
Anything you say, Lloyd? Anything you say.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry, sir.
Looks like you got a little spot in yourself there as well, Jeezy, old boy.
That doesn't matter. You're the important one.
Awfully nice of you to say. Say, what do they call you around here anyway?
Grady, sir. Delbert Grady.
Grady.
That's right, sir.
Weren't you the caretaker around here, Mr. Grady?
Why, no, sir, I don't believe so.
You a married man, are you, Mr. Grady?
Yes, sir. I have a wife and 2 daughters.
Where are they now?
They're around somewhere. I'm just not quite sure at the moment.
Mr. Grady, you were the caretaker here. I saw your picture in the newspaper. You chopped up your wife and daughters and then you blew your brains out.
That's very strange, sir. I don't have any recollection of that at all.
Mr. Grady, you were the caretaker here.
I'm sorry to differ with you, sir, but you are the caretaker. You have always been the caretaker.
All my love to you. Midnight brought us sweet romance. I know all my whole life through I'll be remembering you, whatever else I do. Midnight, where the stars and you.
Rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum,
Danny?
red rum, red rum.
Danny,
red
what's the
rum,
matter, honey? Are you having a bad dream?
Red rum. Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
It's okay, Danny. You're just having a bad dream. Wake up.
Danny's gone away, Mrs. Torrance.
Jack? Jack?
Give me the bat! Oh! I'm home! Little pigs! Little pigs! Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. And I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in!